Good morning students. Today we discuss about the 12th day accountancy morning video. So in this video we continue the same chapter, accounts from incomplete records. So in the case of convention method we discuss already debtors account, bills receivable account, creditors account, bills payable account, specimen and also some example sums. Today we discuss about the 5 mark sums, that is combination of all the specimen. In the case of village 17, they are asking to prepare final accounts, that is trading profit loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and a balance sheet as on the date. So they are asking final account. So by way of preparing final account to know the profit or loss of the incomplete record system of bookkeeping, first of all you should prepare total debtors account and total creditors account, if need bills receivable account and bills payable account. Suppose if there is a capital fund means, that is opening capital means, no need to prepare statement of affairs. If there is no capital, opening capital, you must prepare statement of affairs in order to find out opening capital. So 3 adjustments should be prepared generally. So in this example 17, they are given 2 date information, that is 1/4/2017 and 31/3/2018, opening and closing. 2 date information are given: opening stock, sundry debtors, cash, furniture, sundry debtors, 5 items. There is no bills receivable, bills payable items. So no need to prepare bills receivable account and bills payable account. Only we should prepare total debtors account, total creditors account. And in this problem there is no capital, so you must prepare statement of affairs. So other details point of view: drawings given, discount received given, discount allowed, cash paid, cash received, sundry expenses, capital as on 1/4/2017. So in these example sums, opening capital is given in the problem. So no need to prepare statement of affairs in these example sums because of opening capital, that is capital as on 1/4/2017, rupees 2,35,000. It is the opening capital. So for ledger preparation point of view, stock, opening stock and closing stock, these 2 information should be taken to trading account and closing stock should be taken to balance sheet. Debtors opening, closing. So in the case of total debtors account, to balance brought down, by balance carried down. And cash point of view, opening cash, closing cash. So you should take only the closing cash 40,000 and it should be taken to balance sheet. Then furniture, opening and closing are given. Then sundry creditors, opening 1,50,000, it should be taken to total creditors account, credit side by balance brought down and to balance carried down. All these closing balances should be taken to balance sheet. In the final account, balance sheet, you should take all these closing balances. Drawing, it should be separated from capital in the liability side of a balance sheet. Discount received, it should be taken to debit side of total creditors account and also profit loss account credit side. Discount allowed account, discount allowed, it should be taken to total debtors account credit side and profit loss account debit side. Cash paid to creditors, it should be taken to debit side of total creditors account alone. Cash received from debtors, it should be taken to total debtors account credit side. Sundry expenses, profit loss account debit side. Capital, balance sheet liability side. So with the help of this information, you should prepare trading account, profit loss account, balance sheet by way of preparing total debtors account and total creditors account. First, we should prepare total debtors account. So you should use both the sides as per the specimen of total debtors account. First, you should write 2 balance brought down, opening debtors 2,50,000. It is already given in the sum itself. And then by cash received, it is also given in the sum 5,35,000. By discount allowed, it is also given in the sum 25,000. By balance CD 3,50,000, it is also given in the sum. So now you should balance the debtors account. First add the credit side, it is the highest amount, so 9,10,000. In the case of debit side, only one amount is there, 2,50,000, and write the highest amount both the side of the ledger, 9,10,000 debit side, 9,10,000 credit side, and you should subtract 2,50,000 from 9,10,000. The balance is 6,60,000. It is the credit sales. So balancing figure, credit sales. And then next ledger, total creditors account. Second ledger is total creditors account. First, by balance brought down as per the specimen, opening balance to be written. By balance brought down 1,50,000, and then to cash paid 4,50,000. It is also given in the sum itself. To discount received 20,000. It is also given in the sum itself. To balance CD closing creditors 1,75,000. It is also given in the sum. So after writing all this information, you should add first debit total. The total is 6,45,000. And in the case of credit side, only one amount is there, 1,50,000. So 6,45,000 is the highest amount. Write that highest amount both the sides, debit side and credit side, and you should subtract 1,50,000 from 6,45,000. The balance is 4,95,000. It is the credit purchases. So balance sheet figure, credit purchase is 4,95,000. Then you should come to the final account, that is trading and profit loss account for the year ending 31st March 2018. Make double side, necessary columns. In the case of debit side, first opening stock will arise. It is also final accounts we already discussed in the first year syllabus. So to opening stock, it is given in the sum 1 lakh. To purchases, you should take this purchase amount from the total creditors account 4,95,000. Because of cash purchase is not there, only credit purchase. By sales, credit sales, it is also, we already find out 6,60,000 from the total debtors account. By closing stock, it is also given in the sum itself 50,000. Now you should balance this ledger trading account. Debit total is 5,95,000. Credit total is 7,10,000. So highest amount is 7,10,000. So write the highest amount both the sides, debit side and credit side. So from the 7,10,000, you should subtract these two amounts, that is 1 lakh and 4,95,000. 5,95,000 should be subtract from 7,10,000. The balance is 1,15,000. It is the gross profit. In trading account, the balance amount in debit side is considered as gross profit, 1,15,000. To gross profit carried down. That should be taken to the credit side of profit loss account, next stage. So by gross profit 1,15,000, and then by discount received, it is also given in the sum itself. The amount is 20,000. Then to discount allowed 25,000, it is also given in the sum. To sundry expenses 30,000. So after writing all these necessary amounts given in the sum in profit loss account, you should subtract the profit loss account. First add the credit total 1,35,000. In debit side only two amount is there, 55. So 1,35,000 is the highest amount. Write the highest amount both the sides, debit side and credit side, 1,35,000, 1,35,000. Now subtract 55,000. Subtract 55,000 from 1,35,000. The balance is 80,000. It is the net profit balance. So to net profit, transfer to capital account. The amount is 80,000. So after preparing this, you should prepare balance sheet. So balance sheet point of view, write the heading first, balance sheet as on 31st March 2018. Make necessary column. It is also prepared by using both the side of your accounts notebook. In debit side liability, in credit side assets. So this information will be taken from information given in the sum. We already discussed in the sum what are the items should be taken to the balance sheet. That is all the closing balances. All the closing balances should be taken to the asset side and liability side. First, cash amount. The amount is 40,000. Furniture 10,000. Stock, that is closing stock, 50,000. Debtors 3,50,000. And then sundry debtors closing amount is 1,75,000. Capital, it is also given in the sum, 2,35,000. From capital amount 2,35,000, first add net profit, that is 80,000. After adding it, the net amount is 3,15,000. Less drawing is also given in the sum, 40,000. While separating these two amounts, the net amount is 2,75,000. So after writing all the information in the balance sheet, now you should tally the balance sheet. While adding the liability and assets separately, the total amount will come equally. In the liability side, the total amount is 4,50,000. In the asset side also, you should add all the four amounts. The total will be 4,50,000. If the total of liability and asset is same, only the balance sheet is correct, and also the sum, that is gross profit, net profit, is also correct. So by this way you can prepare final account. So go through this example 17 clearly, and you should work out it in your accounts assignment notebook. Thank you.